Across the Spider-Verse came out last weekend. Maggie and I went and watched it. And boy howdy, let me tell you, I ain't never seen a movie quite like this before. With the amount of art and music and action. Beautiful. Maggie, what'd you think? I'm not being...
You sound like a critic.
Licking. I'm not... I said licking. Listen. Listen. I'm not being facetious. I love this movie. I am extremely tired right now. And I've tried so hard to just...
I don't care if you're tired.
Okay.
I don't care. Because you know what?
What?
I'm tired too.
Hey, that's right. You're damn right. Tired brothers.
I'm not a brother.
We're the disgusting brothers.
No.
Maggie, tell us about Across the Spider-Verse. How'd you feel?
I absolutely loved it. From beginning to end. It was awesome.
We have
Loved
27 more minutes of a show to fill, so you want to expand on that a little bit?
It's kind of hard with this headache emerging to the front of my eyes.
You want me to take it on?
Take it on.
Take on me.
Take on me.
Hey, Harry, we want to hang out with you. Okay, listen. Here's the rub. All right? Across the Spider-Verse is fantastic. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's perfect. It's almost hard to talk about because it's so good. All right? Okay, Maggie's taking a step away for just a moment, so we're just going to do this one-on-one. All right, listen here. Everybody, I want you to come a little bit closer. Okay. That's a little too close. Take a step back. All right, thank you. Here's the thing. Across the Spider-Verse, more like across my brain of how good it was. Okay? So good. You think you're watching a movie? No, you're living an experience, all right? The world is a vampire, all right? And you're just a rat in a cage. So, suck on that. Welcome back, Maggie.
Interesting.
I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say? It was great.
It was great. I mean, if we talk any more about it, we'd give away a bunch of crap.
I mean, okay, so you think we should just go straight into spoilers? Because
Yes.
it's really, I don't want to talk about anything specific.
That's me.
Unless we're in spoilers.
Yeah.
Because it's so good not knowing anything, you know? And I mean, the best parts obviously are in the movie, you know? So I guess what we would say here is definitely go check out Across the Spider-Verse. Even if you didn't like the first one, which I don't understand that. But even if you're like, it's an animated movie, I don't know. Go watch this. If you're a fan of Marvel, if you're a fan of Spider-Man, obviously, but if you're a fan of Marvel and superhero stuff in general, whatever, go give this a chance. I promise. It is well worth your time. If you just absolutely can't fucking get out of your own brain long enough to watch an animated movie and enjoy it, then yeah, fucking miss out on one of the best movies of our fucking generation. All right? There, I said it. Fuck off.
You better. Hey, take it down a notch there, Matt.
All right, ready? We're going into spoilers, everybody. Spoilers.
Psych, not.
I can't believe Miles was dead the whole time. Never gets old. Never gets
Can't
old.
believe they met up at a church.
Donald Glover. Donald Glover. Donald Glover.
Donald
Maggie.
H. Glover.
Donald fucking Glover is in this movie as a live action prowler.
Yes.
All right.
That's amazing.
He's a live action prowler. What?
I loved how Miles
fuck?
walked past him and said, Uncle Aaron?
It's amazing. It's
I loved
amazing.
it.
It's amazing. And I mean, obviously, he was in the MCU. He played the Prowler in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Well,
not yet the Prowler, but he was what is it?
He's
Jefferson Davis?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Jefferson.
Who's Jefferson Davis? Is that the president?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he's not him.
No.
He's Aaron Davis.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yes.
Anyway, listen. He was there, and now he's here. And is it the same one? Nobody knows. Maybe, probably. But, I mean, not necessarily. Did Kevin Feige sign off on this? Probably not.
No.
But, I mean, you know, they can throw the fucking Vulture and Morbius against them. Sony doesn't really give a fuck, right? They tie into Venom Unfortunately, they tie into the Amazing Spider-Man. They tie into the Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, but notably absent Tom Holland.
Well, they only mention like Doctor Strange and that.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
that's it.
They touch on every live-action Spider-Man that we've had, except for Tom Holland.
Yeah.
And it's just an interesting thing. I wonder if they're saving that for, like, a big... Like, if they want to do more with him than just be a throwaway cameo.
I don't know. He has taken, like, a year off from acting.
Yeah, because his Apple TV Plus show is fucking garbage, apparently.
Well, because he had to go to such a dark place mentally for that character. Because he's like a psycho in it.
I'm just saying. It also has like a 4% on it.
Yes, I know. I know.
Not that means anything, obviously. But, you know, obviously that was fantastic. Spider-Man 2099. Is he a vampire?
Wait, I thought we was talking about that.
We're talking about it. I'm here. I'm talking about it. I don't think he's a vampire. He's not, okay. He's not a vampire in the comics. All right. I know that much for sure. He's definitely not a vampire in the comics. And then, of course, we get a throwaway line that, like, you know, oh, it's a vampire, but, like, it's a joke, right? But then they say it a second time and it doesn't really feel as jokey.
Yeah.
And he's, like, injecting himself with stuff, and he's always in, like, the shadows and things,
he always looks deathly sick. What if he's Morbius?
And, like, well, that's the thing, right? Like, in the comics of the Spider-Verse, I forget what it was called, the first Spider-Verse crossover. Yeah. Might have just been called Spider-Verse. The bad guys are vampires. They are vampires, but they only feed on spider people. Yeah. So they're going to each dimension and they're killing all the spider people, and that's what brings all of the spider men together, right?
Spider people.
Yeah, true. There was a crossover comic between Miles and Peter, and it's called Spider-Man. Anyway, I digress. It doesn't matter. So, is this like, are they kind of setting that up? Like maybe, big reveal, he's actually a bad guy. He's not really Spider-Man. He's actually this fucking vampire thing that eats spider people.
Yeah.
Or is it just a joke and he's just not a vampire? What do you think?
I don't know.
I think I don't know. I don't know either. I think that's such a big thing to try and tackle.
Yeah.
Like, just not only is he a bad guy, he's also a vampire.
Yeah.
But a vampire that only eats spider people.
Yeah.
I feel like that's maybe just a bit too much.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, at the same time, I don't know. They threw everything into this. Yeah. Like, there's a whole section in Lego World, you know. Apparently, that whole scene was done by like a 6-year-old or something. Maybe not 6, but
a teenager. I think he's like either 16 or 18.
Yeah. Insane. I mean, super well done. I love the J. Jonah Jameson is a constant in every universe.
J.K. Simmons in every universe.
Every universe. Doesn't matter.
Lego. It's Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. Anywhere. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like he, you know, it's, I just completely lost my train of thought. Absolutely. The fact that there's so many people that are different people, like different people play Peter Parker, right? Yeah. But the J. Jonah Jameson, no matter what, is the same person. Yes. Right? Like, I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah. I really liked how this began.
With the drum.
Well, from Gwen's perspective, like we got all about Miles in the first one. In this one, we got Gwen's point of view of how she became a Spider-Woman and how she wound up meeting the other Spider-Woman. Jessica Drew. And Spider-Man 2099. What's really funny is that I love this version of Jessica Drew.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic.
And I know I've said this before on the show, but there is a comic, I think, it might be Spider-Verse, I'm not sure, but like Gwen somehow winds up in Jessica Drew's part of town.
I think that was the Spider-Gwen comics that you had.
Yeah.
She had a couple of volumes of that.
Yeah. But she's like, it's so funny because she has the same reaction in the movie.
Yeah.
She's like, are you pregnant? Should you be doing this? And Jessica Drew's like, well, I'm okay.
I'm not fragile. I'm just pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it was great.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and she was awesome in it.
Yes, she was.
So apparently, if you look at the opening again after you finish the movie, you kind of pick up on the fact that this is Spider-Gwen's pitch to the other characters that she recruits at the end of the movie. So you're actually hearing her from the end of the movie doing the opening narration. And that's why it's like, yeah. So that's what all that is. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why she's talking about Miles and like, you know, how he's different and stuff because she's trying to recruit other spider people to help save Miles.
Also, Mayday. I love her.
Oh my God. Mayday. So good.
Sweet baby.
Oh my God.
Peter B. Parker and Mary Jane.
Dude, I love that. I love, honestly, I mean, every spider person that shows up.
Yes, Spider-Punk kills it.
Yeah, he's probably the best one, honestly.
And I love
he's fantastic.
I loved Indian Spider-Man too.
Yeah, I cannot.
So much.
I don't have his name on here, but
Pavi.
Yes.
They called him Pavi.
Yeah. Oh, he's so good.
I loved him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I
loved his bangles.
Yeah.
That he used.
Yeah. I don't think there's any characters that were not enjoyable.
And like, whenever they get inside and see all the other spider people that are around, and then they start chasing Miles.
Yes.
We see Spider Cat. We see the cowboy Spider-Man on his horse.
Web slinger.
Yes.
What was that? Giddy up.
Does the horse really need a mask?
That was amazing. It was amazing.
And oh gosh, I'm trying to think.
The Spider-Man car, which Lego Spider-Man is on the Spider-Man car.
Yes.
And then there's a few other people. There, Ben Reilly.
Yes,
that so good.
I love how they played up the dramatics of him. Like,
I'm so angsty.
I've got so many problems, and it's Andy Samberg.
Yes.
Wasn't him? I'm trying to think. Oh, crap.
It's okay.
The guys from the band, Andy Samberg and them.
Lonely Island.
Yeah. What was one of them?
Yorma played somebody.
He played few people, didn't he?
Yes.
But there's a Spider-Man he played.
Did he play Lego Spider-Man?
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
Oh no. Spectacular Spider-Man was also in there.
Yeah.
From the animated series.
PS4. Spider-Man.
PlayStation
Yuri.
Spider-Man. Yeah. And Yuri's playing not Yuri, sorry. What's his name? His friend in college with him. Or not college, but the school. Genki, thank you. He's playing the PlayStation Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Spider-Verse and the actual PlayStation Spider-Man is there also. Yeah. And yes, like you were saying, played by Yuri, the voice actor. Yeah. And our boy, the kid, he's in The Boys and Star Trek.
Jack Russell.
Not Jack Russell.
Jack Quaid.
Bauer. Jack Bauer.
Jack Quaid.
He plays Gwen's Peter, which was fantastic. I loved that. That whole thing.
That whole thing at the beginning was amazing.
Gosh. And I
loved it.
Listen, we've gotten this far, and I can't believe we haven't already talked about it, but the art in this is just so amazing. I mean, Spider-Gwen's entire world being watercolors, and when things are sad and it looks like the paint's running and there's streaks, like it's crying, right?
Yeah.
And then when her and her dad, like, finally reconcile and, the whole world turns a brighter color, I loved all of that. Yeah. Every piece of that was just perfect.
And I realized this, like, as we was sitting in the movie theater, I looked at you and I said, I know, like, kids are excited about this movie, but this movie's made for parents this time around.
It is, dude. Like, the whole movie's about being a parent.
Yeah.
But I can also see, like, if you're, like, a teenager, it being also for you, because it's about the teens having to deal with their parents.
Yeah.
I think what's great about this is that both point of views are treated with respect and, like, both are right from their own perspectives.
Yeah. And, let's see. It was like Miller's versus the Machines.
Yeah.
That was a good.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
That was a
same
good,
people that did that did this. Yeah.
And which the animation in that's also awesome too. But how like Spider-Punk looks like the British punk.
Yeah,
like the
punk rock
newspapers.
scene. Yeah.
Like pasted together and stuff. That's what he looks like the whole entire
time. They said
time.
it was almost impossible to render that. Like they said it took forever. They also said that the scene where they're chasing Miles took 2 years.
I can't imagine.
Just for that. Like,
I can't
just
imagine.
That one piece.
I mean, it takes them a month to make a Bluey episode, so
yeah, that's true.
I can completely understand that taking 2 years. And I mean, well, this is way back before computers.
Yeah.
But like, for example, when everything was hand painted or drawn.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty took 10 years.
Jesus.
Because Walt wanted every background hand painted.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Walt. You're asking for a lot, Walt. Sorry.
I mean, it pays off. It's a beautiful movie.
It does. I mean, you're not wrong, Maggie. You're definitely not wrong.
But I don't know. I can understand that. I mean, that's a lot of work, a lot of time. Also, you have to specifically get each spider person if they have a different animation.
Just think of all the individual pieces, that are working together and trying to render that out. Like, imagine the computer power that it takes to do something like that.
Run Task Manager, shut down everything now.
It's like on fire. They're literally in there with a fire extinguisher.
They got cooling fans all over the place.
But kind of talking to the point that it takes a while. The next movie, the follow-up, obviously this ends with a to be continued, which was amazing and frustrating, but perfect. Like it was a great ending.
Apparently,
honestly,
it has made a lot of kids mad.
Yeah, every theater that I've heard like people talk about, every theater has erupted into an man, it happened in ours.
Yeah,
and a guy I worked with, it happened in his.
Bro, that dude up front from us,
he's like, what?
What? Like, he's like, I want some more. Like, he was very vocal during the movie.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? So this obviously takes a while.
Yes.
But the next movie is supposedly coming out March 29th, 2024. Okay, so that's 9 months away.
Yeah, and also that Haley Steinfeld was interviewed, and she says that she has not recorded anything for this movie.
Hasn't recorded anything. So it's definitely not coming out in March. Like, there's no way. I hope it does. I would love for it to, but I mean, there's no way. She said that she recorded for 2 years for Across the Spider-Verse, and she has yet to record anything for Beyond the Spider-Verse. So, I mean,
Lord Miller, y'all get your crap together.
Listen, I love the after party as much as the next guy, but if that's holding Spider-Verse back, I'm sorry. Gotta cut the balls off of it, okay? Apple will be fine. They'll be fine.
And Oscar Isaac wants Pedro Pascal to be in the next one to play an old. Well, a lot of people want Pedro Pascal to be an old Spider-Man.
He should be Uncle Ben. He should be Tom Holland's Uncle Ben. I digress. No, obviously, the guy you just said, not Pedro Pascal, but the other guy.
Oscar Isaac.
Yes, he did fantastic.
Yes, he did.
Fantastic job. I hated his fucking guts.
Yes.
And that's great. That's great that he can do that. Yeah.
Like and also, he's the first actor to play in 3 separate Marvel things.
Let's see. He was Moon Knight,
yeah.
Spider-Man. Oh, and Apocalypse and X-Men. Wow. The Holy Trinity, if I've ever seen one.
Yes.
But no, it was really good. And also Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah. Yeah. As
the Spot. The Spot's fantastic. And dude, like, he's so comedic.
Yes.
And then like super fucking scary at the end when he's like solid black and like the whole world is just becoming a void around him. Like, terrifying. The fact that he could do that. Like, it's really good.
Yeah.
And I love just the idea of the physics behind the Spot and like how all that works and how he's
and he blames it on Miles.
Yeah, he's the bagel guy, the guy that got
the bagel, Bagel.
Oh, so good.
But he plays a good bad guy, though.
He does, like in Scott Pilgrim. He's really good. Yeah.
But he doesn't get that creepy dark.
Or Cool Ethan in Slackers. Everybody's favorite Jason Schwartzman movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to watch more. What's that dude that I don't like? The director.
Tim Burton?
No, the other one.
Wes Anderson?
Yeah. I need to watch more of that stuff. Just so I can see more Jason Schwartzman,
I love Wes Anderson films. I can't help it. I love when people start doing that TikTok trend. That was like my favorite thing.
I like the one where it's just the guy trying to explain to, I think supposed to be his girlfriend, how to make one.
Yeah.
And like she keeps like moving the camera. She's like, look, a duck. And he's like, no, it has to stay symmetrical. So stupid.
My favorite one is two guys playing ball outside, like pickup basketball.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've seen that one.
Funny.
That sounds ridiculous. But as far as this movie goes, was it the Vulture? Was it the Vulture that Yorma played?
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
I loved
he
his
was on
animation
parchment
style.
paper.
Yes. And like when he would do something, like the sketch notes would pop up.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And he spoke Italian.
Yes. So good. So good.
So strange.
I love it. And who was it? Was it Post Malone?
Post Malone.
That said, I think it's a Banksy.
Yeah. That's another callback to the last film.
Yeah.
Also, the coffee shop foam party.
Yes, I did not
it
put that
pops
together when they were in that. I thought they went, because I think they went through a gas station at one point.
Yeah.
I thought it was just the suds from that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a foam party.
It's foam party.
But definitely, there's a lot of Easter eggs. New Rockstars did a fantastic breakdown of all this, so we highly recommend going and checking out Eric Voss and them. He did like a whole hour-and-a-half long breakdown live on Friday. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to wait till we did our review of it so that I didn't like just regurgitate everything we'd seen online. So I'm really excited to finally get to listen to everybody else talk about this just fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Would you say it's better than Into the Spider-Verse?
For me, it is.
I agree. I completely agree. I think it's one of those situations where it's not that this movie, it's not that Into the Spider-Verse is bad by any means. I kind of look at it like, and this is going to piss off a couple of people probably, kind of look at it like Winter Soldier and Civil War, where it's like, Winter Soldier is perfect. It's a phenomenal film.
It's good.
But then Civil War did it better.
Well, it takes it up another notch.
Yeah, and I mean, like, sure, you could say, well, it's not as espionage heavy, and it's not, but I mean, it is, though. It is. Like, it's all there. And I mean, when fucking Iron Man finds out the
Bucky killed
his parents. Yeah, like, come the fuck on. Like, that's what's happening here. This is just they took something that was already perfect and elevated it to a level that I didn't even know could exist. Yeah. It's like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's just insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say, Maggie?
I love Miles as a mama.
Yeah, the parents are so good, and that twist at the end. It didn't get
God,
me. Like, I mean, it
sick.
got me. I didn't see that. I did not see that coming. That they were in separate universes.
Yeah. Well, like, I was like, well, didn't they say that Spider was a different dimension?
Yeah.
And I
well,
was
see,
like,
and
then
I also left. When they were explaining like that he was getting into that machine to go back to his home. It's like I missed that setup.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, that would send him to 42, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And it did.
And it did.
And Evil Miles.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how that turns out.
That's wild.
What I'm hoping, see, the only thing is with having a live action Prowler in this movie, in the animated universe, and still being live action, it obviously kind of breaks the rules of what Doctor Strange did, where you take on the form of whatever world you're in, right? Yeah. And so, like, I was hopeful that if Miles went to the MCU, that he would be live action, right? That was kind of my hope for everything. But now, under the logic of this, you would still be animated in the real world, like the Spot in Venom, right?
He's like, you're not fazed by me at all, are you?
She's like, it's Tuesday. So that's the only thing is like I was kind of hoping we would see a crossover with Tom Holland Spider-Man by doing it like that. But if he is animated standing next to Tom Holland Spider-Man, it'll be fine. It'll be great, whatever they do. But I was thinking like that could be maybe like part of the way that it all wraps up,
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It'll be cool either way. Mm-hmm. And they could even say like, well, Doctor Strange used this type of, manipulation of the multiverse, whereas this is more tech-based manipulation. And so that's why they maintain their properties while Doctor Strange and them did not maintain their properties. Or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all just a bunch of fucking made up rules in a Candyland popcorn filled bucket of pop
just
culture.
say it.
All right.
Piss off Doctor Strange. That's all I know.
What?
The all time hopping, dimension hopping stuff.
It's true.
Benedict Cumberbatch would not be happy.
Multiverse of Madness was terrible.
Oh no.
Oh, it didn't do
sad.
the thing. It didn't. There it
God,
is.
did it crash again?
I think it about did. Honestly, I might need to format this SD card. Maggie, anything else you'd like to say before we get into our
Go watch
rankings?
it. Deserves every award that it's nominated for.
If this does not get the best animated picture, I'll kind of be surprised. Like
It'll
just
be
on
Mario.
the art alone, I feel like it should get it. Like I love Mario.
I love Mario too.
But I mean, this kicks Mario in the fucking teeth, you know? It grabs him by the balls.